It's very nearly Christmas, which means that in our house we're likely to start playing a few more board games. I guess that's true for many of you as well. There are only so many Christmas movies that you can watch in a row, and a good board game with family or friends can be an amazing time of building relationships with each other and laughing and shouting, building each other up. However, over the holidays, some of you are going to be tempted to play Monopoly. Monopoly is not a good board game. It does not help build relationships. It tears them apart. Monopoly is the destroyer of fun. It is long and painful and usually ends with someone stalking off in a huff or overthrowing tables like Jesus in the temple. Over the past few weeks, we've been thinking about who Jesus was going to be, what kind of king and saviour he would be. The prophet Isaiah said that he would be wonderful Counsellor, mighty God, everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. And today I want us to think briefly about what it means for him to be the Prince of Peace. Spoiler alert, it's nothing like what happens during a game of Monopoly. You see, the English word for peace doesn't really do justice to what the Bible means when it calls Jesus the Prince of Peace. Our idea of peace is just the absence of war when there is no conflict. That's peace, we think. We might go looking for peace and quiet, and what we're really looking for is some time on our own, a place to go that's away from everyone else, maybe to have a little cheeky nap. Peace for us is the absence of something, a lack of conflict or strife or chaos. But Jesus isn't the prince of a Sunday afternoon snooze in the conservatory. He's not the prince of nothing. He is the prince of something that is far greater than just the absence of conflict. He is not the prince of an absence of conflict. He is the prince of reconciliation. He is the prince of not just an end to hostility, but of working together to make things better. This is the God that was born at Christmas, the one who came to heal and repair, to mend broken relationships between nations and tribes, between families, between individuals, and to mend the broken relationship between us and God. This is what Jesus offers, not just the absence of conflict, not an uneasy truce or a stony silence, but renewed loving relationships with one another and with God. This is the way of Christ. Where the world seeks revenge or settles for bitter indifference, Jesus makes something so much better possible. And there is a challenge for all of us in this at Christmas. Most of us have relationships in our lives which could be better. Some may be openly hostile. Others may have descended into an uneasy, icy truce. But the challenge of the Prince of Peace to live his way is to work hard as far as it is within our power for something better. Ideally for relationships of love, but at least for relationships where we are working towards love. Prince of Peace offers us something far better than the absence of conflict. He offers us reconciliation and loving relationships. And whatever else you do this Christmas, please, please, please throw away your Monopoly board. Play something else, something that makes you laugh and helps build your relationships with your families and friends. Seek the way of peace, not the way of tyrannical financial domination. And have a Merry Christmas.